What's up, everyone? It's your boy James, and well, I'm sitting here in the shop. I was giving the look over the old Quincy onto Typhon. I was actually just getting ready to go ahead and put another PE19 Nibby carburetor onto this bad boy. And typically, you know, every 3 or 4 rides, I'll go ahead and give everything the look over, but this might be kind of hard to see. Hopefully, this isn't too shiny. Might back up the light a little bit, but if you see right where I sanded that down a little bit, I just noticed there was a little crack in the paint, and I was looking around, and guys, we have a crack in the frame. We have a crack in the frame, and it's a little bit more severe than I thought. It actually wraps around a little bit more to the right, down this way, and is starting to crack over yonder, down all the way. So, not 100% sure what I'm going to do. I do have a welder. Oops, sorry, that was the last flash on there. But I do have a welder, so I could technically repair it. But I don't know. I'm kind of 50-50 on it, guys. The reason why is we could just go ahead and walk away from this frame and do something different. We could try to weld it. I do fear that by welding it, it's just gonna be an ongoing issue, potentially start on the other side. Over here, doesn't appear that we have that issue on the other side, but it's crazy to me. I don't know how these, you know, I don't know how the universe works or anything like that, but I am not even joking. Johnny, the other day, you guys know Johnny, the legend, the big man, the big dog, you know, absolute master at his craft and everything like that, but he was literally picked up a bike the other day. You guys know his little setup. He had a really rough ride. Anyways, I digress. And he was talking, I'm not even joking, he was talking and basically saying like how that these tend to get cracks right down here, especially on the motorized bicycle scene with these cruiser frames. And I don't know what caused me to look into it. Just wanted to see what was good, maybe just check over the frame and see, and well, there's a crack in her. I almost wonder if that has been a lot of my vibrations, you know. So that just goes to show you that if you do have if something just feels off, it's probably because something is off. I'm kind of in, man, I literally sat down and I was just about to pull the manifold off of here, and I just saw that at the corner of my eye. There's a part of me that, like I said, that does want to try to weld it and fix it. It would mostly be for the channel. But I also need to like be real with myself, and I'm not the best welder by any means, and I could do a lot more harm than damage at this point. It's a little bit of a bummer because this bike is actually fairly new, all things considering. You know, I don't even know if I have 1,000 miles on it, to tell you the truth. Probably getting a little close, but I don't even know if I have 1,000 miles on it. So I don't know, guys. I need to hear your thoughts, your comments, concerns, and stuff like that. I could definitely try to weld it up, but again, I just don't, and I could take it to a shop, guys, you know, like, I could do these things and it would totally make sense, but the reason why I hesitate is because I actually just recently got this free bicycle on the side of the road, and she's a beef dog, man. She is a thick girl. It's a low rider too, which would be super nice, because then maybe my wife would actually go for a ride. I don't see this becoming an issue. I'm thinking about maybe completely stripping it all off. I know it has like the Boise State kind of look on there, but it has a little bit of rust everywhere, and I was really thinking about maybe just painting it, kind of doing something new in that regards, walking through a complete bike build. And but I was really holding off on it because I, at the same time, don't need 4 bikes, guys. I love this hobby. My brother just recently moved, and he actually gave me back La Lechusa, and I'm being honest, I'm probably just gonna sell it for a couple $100, maybe not even that. It's a fun little bike, but it's not like a total ripper, and it's aluminum frame, so I'm not like super crazy into the aluminum frames. For the reason why I bought the steel frame, for cracking and vibration and stuff like that. So I'm honestly gonna just try to flip it and maybe get a couple coinage. You know, I have the Banshee Queen, which I'm going to give it a look over because it makes me super nervous now. But again, this is a bike from a different era. It's way better steel. It's American steel, probably. I don't know if Schwinn made in America, but the steel quality back then is so much better. The firm frame, it's from China. Their steel is not as good. As you guys, if you've been in this hobby, you can really see, like, with their bolts and just other stuff, their steel is just a softer steel. It's a mild steel. They're not dogging on, you know, this bike wasn't made to go 40 miles an hour. I'm taking it 40 miles an hour. That's why it broke. If it was a cruiser bike and you're just pedaling 20 miles an hour, it would have never would have broke. So, and now that we got the F-Zero basically ready to rock and roll, I'm actually in the process of literally the little boy's going to grandma's house, and as soon as he's out the door, I'm putting on my helmet, putting my riding gear, and I'm going to go for the first rip on that. So you'll probably see the ride video before you see this video. My videos have been kind of wonky as far as time frame and all that jazz, but yeah, guys, I don't know. I really got to sit down and think right now. Really got to weigh the pros and cons. I don't want to put a bunch of time of welding into it or taking it to a shop or anything like that just to have it crack somewhere else. So lots to think about, guys. If this is the end of Typhon, it's just the end of Typhon. That's just the way it is. Truly, I think I only need 3 bikes in the stable. So, alrighty, guys. Pretty bummed out, not gonna lie. But let me know your thoughts, comments, concerns, worries, all that jazz, and we'll go ahead and make a decision at some point. We will make a decision. What's going on, everyone? We are back, and well, I tore it apart. I started looking at the overall totality of Typhon and the issues with the frame, and I just took it apart, guys. It was just going to be such a big headache trying to figure that out. So yep, took it apart. Did not only take that apart, completely dismantled this frame right here, took a look at it and all that jazz. Unfortunately, guys, we have a huge crack on the inside of this tube, on the backside going all the way down. That's obviously something I'm not going to be able to fix, nor do I care to even think about getting it fixed. I'm just going to look for a whole new something. Either build another gas frame or just go a different route. But so this frame is toast, and old Typhon is in her plain Jane state as well. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to turn this into an engine stand. We'll take a chop saw or grinder or something and cut it up, and that way I can actually have a nice little area to where I can work on for holding the motor. So when I do porting or just tinkering in general on the motors, I'll have a much better contraption. So that'll be kind of interesting. Go through that. We'll probably sand it down a little bit, throw some welds, build a base, all that stuff. So Typhon will live on. Probably just going to throw this frame away. But yeah, guys, not 100% sure what we'll do. I would like to at least have 3 bikes. But yeah, that's just the way it goes, guys. Motorized bicycles, man. More time in the garage than on the streets sometimes. Alrighty, stay tuned.